The error I'm getting... Oh, never mind.
We are gonna beat Ferrari with a Ford.
Are you nuts?
Discover the untold true story.
No one's ever done it.
Ford versus Ferrari is a triumph.
Together, we're gonna make history.
Bale and Damon soar
You're gonna want to see this.
in one of the year's best films.
Yeah, baby!
Ford versus Ferrari.
Tell me about the race.
Rated PG-13. Tickets available now.
Moviesucktastic is a podcast about bad movies and the people that love them. But it's more than just a podcast, it's also an online presence. If you want to know more about Moviesucktastic or want to become a part of Moviesucktastic, you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Twitter at Moviesucktastic, you can find our blog at boothreviews.blogspot.com, or if you want to give your own reviews that we might use on the show, you can go to reviews.moviesucktastic.com and check out our own little lunch.com community for Moviesucktastic. Check us out and become a part of the show, because the only thing more fun than a bad movie is sharing it.
You are listening to Moviesucktastic.
Dude, no! Oh!
Yeah. It's one of those weeks.
Yeah, what?
No, it's just one of those weeks.
Every week's one of those weeks, sir. Especially when it's Oscar season.
It is Oscar season, and we are trying our best here to get 9 movie nominations reviewed by February 9th. It ain't going to be fucking easy.
Yeah. So
we essentially have, God, what do we got? We got next week and February 6th to review 5 more films. Yeah.
after tonight, after this batch,
We're doing 3 tonight.
We're doing 3 tonight, and then we
did
4
one
more
last
after
week.
that.
No, we did 1 last week, 3 tonight. That's 4.
No.
There's 5 more.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of what I've seen, not what we've.
No. So we're gonna have to do another week with 3, and then we can do. As a matter of fact, if we do another week with 3, and then we could do February 6th, we can do 2.
We can do a whole episode just planning it out.
Let's do that. Yeah. Everyone, you strap in. Hold on.
So,
let me kill.
welcome to
Let me kill your echo. How's that? Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Why do I sound weird?
No. You said you had an echo, so I got rid of it for you.
Oh, why, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome to Movies. This is our 3rd Oscar edition, and this episode we're reviewing the Best Picture film Ford versus Ferrari.
That's right. We were going to review this last week, but we just ran out of time.
Yeah, I was tardy in my viewing of the film last week. I'll admit it.
I gave you an out, and you just threw your own self under the bus.
I don't need pity from you. So, all right. So we're talking Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah.
What other films do we have that's Ford versus Ferrari is nominated for?
It's
not many.
Yeah, no, it's not a lot. I think Best Picture, maybe cinematography. Let's pull up the nomination list.
No, not cinematography. It's up for film editing.
Maybe sound.
Sound mixing.
Yeah.
And sound editing, and that appears to be it.
Well,
so a few technicals, and best.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? It's not going to win any of them. It's not. It's not going to win any of those, and it's fine. I'm okay with that.
Sound.
No, that's going to go to 1917. And here's how I know it's going to go to 1917. I watched a mini featurette. It wasn't very long, a few minutes. I watched this mini featurette. It was basically about the sound advancements that they made during the filming of 1917. Because it was a mini featurette for Dolby. So they were talking about Dolby Atmos, which is the leader in sound right now, and Dolby Vision, which is HDR's competitor. So like when you buy a TV that has like HDR, some of the more expensive TVs will have both HDR and Dolby Vision. So depending on the content that you're watching, the picture will have one or the other. So it was basically a commercial.
I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about 1917 winning for best sound.
Okay.
Sound editing and what's the other one? Sound editing and sound mixing.
Yes.
I was essentially giving you a gimme when you fill out your ballot. That if you pick 1917 for sound editing and mixing, you will have 2 guaranteed wins.
Now, I'm to be honest, I don't know why this was nominated for Best Picture. This is definitely one of the ones that wouldn't have been nominated if there was only 5.
Of course, yeah.
And it's not a bad film by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it's not. It's just, I don't know. I didn't do my homework this year like I did last year. So last year, I had mentioned, I think it was Black Panther, and that there was at least 3 other films, black cinema, that would have been and were a better film than Black Panther, that could have been.
Black Klansman.
Well, that was nominated for Best Picture.
Right, but I'm saying, it should have won.
Yeah, probably. But I didn't do any homework like that this year. Like Ford vs. Ferrari probably snubbed, said movie, and this film would have been better in its place. I didn't do that this year, mainly because I don't care. So I don't know, but it definitely, this film, we use the word formulaic a lot. This film definitely feels like that. Yes, Sebastian.
Well, I mean,
Good night.
Can I help you?
yeah, I mean,
No, I'm listening.
Good night.
what?
Good night. All right, go ahead, bud. Say hi to Uncle Scott.
Bye, Uncle Scott. Good night.
Bye, Bash.
Love you, bud. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway,
Anyway.
what I was saying was, Ford versus Ferrari is not a bad film. I mean, I have to say it is probably the weakest of the Fast and Furious series. It doesn't really. Vin Diesel's not even in it.
He's not even in it. I mean, maybe he's got a cameo, but I didn't see it.
Ooh, what's that?
Good night, bud.
that?
That's a microphone, and that's a camera.
No, on the picture.
That is a movie that we are in the middle of reviewing. Why are you here?
Wait, what's it called?
It's called Ford vs. Ferrari.
Oh, I want to watch. It's rated R.
No, it's not. You can watch
We
it.
have guests on the show tonight?
No, we don't.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night. Love you too. I can't say no to my children. But
Anyway, yeah.
it was Mayor's choice to let them down for some reason. I don't know.
So anyway, Ford versus Ferrari.
Yes.
It's a kind of it's not technically a biopic, but it pretty much is a bio.
It pretty much is. I mean, Matt Damon plays Carl Shelby, and Christian Bale plays Ken Miles, and Shelby.
Miles.
No, Shelby.
I said Miller. My bad.
Oh, okay. Shelby, who went on to create the Shelby vehicle, which is super famous and it's very nice, very expensive.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's expensive and it's yeah. Anyway, so he used to race cars, and he has a bad heart, so he was told by his doctors that he was done racing. So he kind of went into the direction of building cars and having other people race his cars. And he has a racer, Christian Bale, named Ken Miles, who was considered one of the best of that era, and probably one of the most unknown. So they're approached by Ford because Ferrari wins the Le Mans race every single year.
Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Le Mans.
The Le Mans.
Yeah, and basically, the CEOs of Ford and Ferrari get into a pissing contest, and Ford decides he wants to take away the Le Mans championship from Ferrari, who's won for the past 4 years in a row.
Right, exactly. So they approach Shelby, and they try and get that done. So did you, when you were watching this film, did you nod off at all?
No.
No?
I actually thought the film was quite engaging.
Okay. I ended up falling asleep because I was preparing for this so we could review it the next day. I was up till 2 a.m. watching this movie. I got 3 hours of sleep. Oh, that was a fun night.
Well, I mean, I was into the film. I stayed up late myself watching it when I did, and I have no interest whatsoever about car or anything driving.
I don't care either.
The fact that the fact that I go into this film with zero interest whatsoever, and I was still engaged enough to pay attention, and follow it and actually enjoyed it. It's not a bad film. It's a good film. It's a decent historical whatever.
Well, I got to be honest. I like Matt Damon as Shelby, and I liked Christian Bale as Ken Miles even more. I thought Christian Bale having that heavy British accent, which, I mean, he's British, so it wasn't that far-fetched, but having it much heavier was comical in some spots. Like, he's yelling at the other driver. He's like, "Come on, get out of the way, George." It's like, I liked it. I thought it was good. Is Christian Bale and Matt Damon nominated for anything in this? No, right?
No, nothing.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That's right, because Pacino and Pesci are both nominated for The Irishman.
Yeah, because
that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take Christian Bale doing the British accent over whatever the hell it is Robert Downey Jr. is doing in Doolittle.
Did you see that yet?
No, I've talked to two people who actually went to see it with children, and both of them came back just telling me it was the most god awful thing they've ever seen in their lives. Well, I mean, their kids didn't even like it.
It came out in January.
The reason for that, there's everybody that tested that test audience must have committed suicide. It was and everybody, nobody, and they can't stop talking about the ending.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, is the ending in the trailer like I thought? Did you get that out of them?
No, it's not. It's a dragon. Spoiler alert. No, I don't give a shit.
Well, no, the dragon's in the trailer.
Is it? But not what they do to it is what they do to it is not in the trailer.
No, it's not. No, I'm talking about that shot where he's looking down.
I haven't seen the film. I don't know.
Well, I thought
other people don't know. All they know is the film's shitty.
I thought maybe they said it. I don't know.
No. Other people aren't obsessed with that like you and I are. Okay.
Okay.
That's they're not.
It's an unhealthy obsession, by the way.
These are people taking their children to see Doolittle. They're definitely not, film people.
Yeah, well, that is true. Although my children have asked me to go see it, and I've avoided it at every turn. It's like,
Show them the original,
maybe.
and when that puts them to sleep, threaten them to watch the new one.
It's like, maybe we'll go see it this weekend. Okay, can we go see it? Yeah, maybe we'll go that next week. Maybe we'll go. And then eventually, after about 6 weeks, it won't be showing anymore. And in
That's
3
the
more weeks
marathon
after
from hell.
that, it'll be available.
Imagine the marathon from hell. Every version of Doolittle ever made.
Oh, God.
And there's never. It's like Mr. Fantastic. There's never been a film version that didn't suck.
Yeah, true.
And there never will be.
Oh, my God. And this is why Downey Jr. walked away from being Iron Man. It's like, for this? Really? Stop it now. Put on the fucking suit and let's fucking go.
Maybe he's trying to flex his acting skills.
Stop it.
All right.
Doing movies
Christian
like
Bale's-
Doolittle are going to show that you don't have any acting skills. So enough of that bullshit.
All right. Christian Bale and
Yes.
Matt Damon in Ford versus Ferrari. As you'd expect from those two. Now, here's the question.
You keep dropping out. Your audio.
What? Why?
I don't know. On my end, it keeps saying poor connection for you.
Well, I don't know what you're doing.
Me? I got gigabit, bitch.
That's what they're telling you on the bill.
That's what speed tests are telling me.
I'm putting the hardwire in this winter.
Okay,
I'm actually
good.
going to go in the attic this weekend and take a look.
Okay.
All right. No. All right. Ford versus Ferrari. Those two performances are great, but are those performances? What?
No, go ahead.
Oh, are those performances less worthy of an Oscar nomination than Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio? And I say to you, no. I think they are more deserving of an Oscar.
I would say
than those two.
I would say that they were.
And
better.
I liked them too.
Yeah, no, I especially liked Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time. I didn't like. I mean, I liked DiCaprio. I liked the film Once Upon a Time in America, but I liked Brad Pitt's performance way more. But Hollywood is weird. I think they're looking at this nomination for Brad Pitt as a he's overdue situation. He's only ever been nominated. But that's what I'm telling you. It's why Joaquin Phoenix is going to win for Joker, even though
he's going to win that because it's fucking awesome performance.
Yes, it was, but they're going to use it as he is way overdue, and if they don't give it to him for Joker, it's going to be a mistake. Number one, and number two, he's long overdue, and they're going to do the same thing with Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is overdue for a win. He's not been only nominated one time, and they're going to give it to him for this.
But that doesn't make sense for them. I mean, the difference is between saying, hey, you just did a stellar performance and you're way overdue, we should put it to you, and hey, you're overdue and you kind of walked through that film. I don't see the one of them happening. It seems too.
Listen. It's the exact same scenario of them giving Pacino Best Actor for Scent of a Woman. He's made probably 10...
because that was a stellar performance. That wasn't just him grinning for two hours.
Believe me,
Again.
it was good, but he could have won an Oscar. He's done better performances in probably 10 other movies.
Yeah, but he didn't. But it wasn't because he was due. It was because it was a great film and a great performance.
He was overdue.
But it's not why. It was a great film.
Okay,
it was a great performance.
Then how about this? It's the same thing, but different category. Giving Scorsese Best Director and Picture for The Departed. Do you think that was his very best film that he ever did? No.
I don't know. It doesn't have to be his very best film. It just has to be a great film.
Yeah.
And I was impressed by the film. I
love The Departed. No, I love The Departed, but he's made at least 5 other movies that blow it out of the water.
Yes, but every example you're giving me is they were due a great film or gave a stellar performance. So what I'm saying is
it wouldn't
Brad
be nominated.
Pitt, yes, is over. yes, Brad Pitt is overdue, but this isn't a great performance. This is just a good performance. This is just, it's what was needed and what he gave.
Yes, true. But I'm looking at it as it's, let's put it this way. Is it the best? Is it the best supporting actor performance in the list?
Yes.
Brad Pitt is the best in the list.
I've only seen like one of the films.
I can
I haven't seen
guarantee
any
you.
of the films yet. I can't say.
I can guarantee you that the other 4 performances are better than Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Brad Pitt is going to win because they're looking at it as he's overdue. Pesci is one, Pacino is one, Hopkins is one, and Tom Hanks is one. They've all won but Brad Pitt. And I can guarantee you all 4 of those performances are better than Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in America.
I agree. I'm with you on that part. It's the part where he wins that I totally disagree with you on, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell this has to do with Ford versus Ferrari.
Well, you mentioned about how.
No. I didn't mention that to talk about it. I mentioned it to move back on because we both went over on that.
And what else is fucking new?
I gave you. No, but I'm saying I gave it in, and you're like trying to backtrack. So no. But we discussed this. So go forward. Ford versus Ferrari.
All right.
I personally don't have too much else to say. I have no real major criticism.
And the
about
thing is,
film.
we're trying to keep these reviews to 30 minutes because we're doing so many of them, and we're already at 20.
Right.
We're at the 21-minute mark.
Right. All right. We're gonna count off the minutes now.
I'm trying to keep us on track. As crazy as that sounds, because I'm not successful in doing it, but I'm saying I'm
you keep
trying.
Stopping to talk about it. What I want to say is Ford versus Ferrari.
Yes.
I forgot what I was gonna fucking say.
You were talking about their best, their acting performances, and if they deserve them over Brad Pitt and DiCaprio, and you said yes, they do.
I'm going on a whole new thing now.
Oh, okay, go.
We're away from that. We're not. That's the past.
Go.
It's gone. It's in the rearview mirrors. Driving reference.
Ooh, look at that. Look at you go.
Ford versus Ferrari. All right. If I have one criticism of the film,
yes,
it's that
it's too long.
No, I don't even think it. They could have trimmed a little bit.
It actually paced pretty well.
For this kind of film, I think it's the perfect length. What I was going to say is, I'm okay with following. I'm not interested at all in cars. However, I could really do without.
You keep breaking up, dude. Nobody's getting what you're saying. Yeah, I'm sorry. It keeps happening. I don't know. It seems like when we record, your Wi-Fi gets used the most.
Let's finish this and let me see if I can fix it, all right?
Okay.
All right.
But go ahead and try that again.
I'm trying to say...
It's just comical at this point.
I'm trying to say is, I'm not interested in cars.
Right.
And I'm okay with the film. However, I could have done without the whole at 7,000 RPM, you have an out-of-body experience. This is like the only time we ever feel real. I'm tired of that stuff.
Yeah.
Any pilots, anything like that, the film's like, oh, it's an out-of... Just shut the... It's fucking driving. I'm okay with the driving. You don't need an excuse. It doesn't have to be an out-of-body experience. It can just be fucking driving. That's fine.
I get it. You're right. You're not wrong.
If you're going to romanticize it some other ways. You just stop feeding me this existential shit.
Now, real quick, this film was directed by James Mangold, who I like. He's made a couple of films that I actually like quite a bit. One being, what did he do? He did Night and Day, right? Yeah, I think he did. Did he do Night and Day?
I like Night and Day, yeah.
Oh, he did one of yours that you like, Kate and Leopold.
Why you had to bring that up?
He did Copland. I like Copland.
Oh, White Carpet. Love that film.
He did Walk the Line, which, Joaquin Phoenix and all that. It was a good film, just not for me.
I never even saw it.
310 to Yuma, which I like.
Yeah, 310 to Yuma was
But
was good.
he also
You know,
directed Logan, which was excellent.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good too. Yeah, as far as
Copland?
Walk the Line.
Oh, okay.
As far as Walk the Line, musician biopics. I it's like it's like low on my list as war films. Just really could care less about the life of an artist, with the exception of like the Queen movie.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. Yeah, the Bohemian Rhapsody, which was very good. I agree. I am not very much into those kind of films whatsoever. I just am not.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go ahead and rate this thing.
Yeah, I lost my IMDb because I thought that might have been contributing with their fucking ad streams.
So it's currently
Get back to
sitting
real quick.
at 8.2 on,
Uh-huh.
on IMDb, 96,000 votes. So, yeah, it's up there. Although there are so many movies at this point, and there's so many movies rated so highly, 8.2, does that even crack the top 250 at this point?
250 of what?
IMDb's top 250 films. They have a
it's
list of...
It's 146. It's 146.
Oh, it is 146? Okay.
Of their top rated films, yeah.
That's good.
I don't know. I
Well,
guess it
you know
deserves
what?
an 8.
I guess it does. I mean, 7 is still quite high.
It is, but it is a very well made film. I mean, it does what it's supposed to. I mean, it really serves its purpose as a kind of a historical. What the fuck would you? Why can't I think of what to call a fucking film? It's, you know, a reenactment, whatever the fuck. It's a film based on a historical event.
Yeah.
And it does what it's supposed to do for that. It doesn't feel like a made-for-TV film. It actually has great acting. The camera work is great. Everything's great about it. Like a little bit of the screenplay, very minor quibble. I don't see why 8 would be out of line.
I'm okay with an 8. I'm okay with that.
Okay, I thought I was talking you into it.
No. I mean, I'm okay with an 8. If you wanted to talk me into a 7, I could easily be swayed into a 7, just because I like the film quite a bit. You know, 8. I'm okay with an 8.
I would have made that shorter if I knew you were on my side.
I'm not going to try and talk you out of the 8. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to. Listen, if I tried to talk you out of the 8, it'd be like, shit. Okay, what could I say to drop it down a point? And there's really nothing I can think of that I could do. It's like, oh yeah, you know, this part it wasn't acted very well, and this part because I don't know shit about cars. It's like, yeah, that, you know, the whole RPM thing, that's a bunch of bullshit. It's like I don't know. I enjoyed the film. I'm fine with an 8.
I'm sure there's like historical inaccuracies, you know, anachronistic stuff, and anybody keep it to themselves, because I don't care. I don't care that they didn't make the carburetors that year or that they changed something. It's a fucking film. So
8 is great.
All right,
let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's end this motherfucker.
Yep, done. How many? That's 3 down.
That's
Yes.
No, that's 2 films down.
Oh, that we just reviewed one last week.
We did the nominations, and we did Once Upon a Time.
Oh, all right, that's 2 down. Oh,
7 to go.
yes, and we're not doing it in any certain order this year.
No.
The schedule's so tight, we don't have time to play in QC and go, oh, these 2 films have this theme in common. It's like, nah, just get
here's the
fucking
thing.
done.
We have to do another week with 3, and there's no way The Irishman can be included when we do a week with 3. So either we're doing 2 next week or 3 next week, and The Irishman is not included when we do 3 next week, if we decide to do that. The Irishman is going to be done with the shortest film that's left of the rest.
Okay.
Because that's going to be like 5 to 7 hours of film, potentially. I can't do it.
No, we're good.
I can't.
Don't get overwhelmed. We're signing off. We got 2 down.
All right, let's go.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Should I even say the spiel? I mean, I guess I should.
No, keep it short. Keep it short. Just save the spiel for after.
All right, I'm going to say it real quick. All right, go to our website at moviesucktastic.com. Go to iTunes and download or listen to the show there. Leave us email at themovieguys@moviesucktastic.com. If you want to leave us voicemail, it's 908-514-4470. And go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/moviesucktastic. Download the 100% free app for your Android device. Everything I said is in there. It's the way to go. It's 100% free. Go ahead and get it. Any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
When a man's on the road and they hit that speed, zoom, zoom, zoom. I got nothing.
What was that?
I don't know. I was trying to do that opening monologue.
I thought it was you were trying to do Clint Eastwood for a second. That's what I thought.
I'm sorry. I was unprepared.
Ford, it's made by Americans.
By that.
Oh my God. This empty chair. Do you see this empty chair?
The show.
All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, Christ.